How you guys doing? Welcome back to Conversations Over Chess. The individual that's stopping by the podcast actually is the intro to the podcast, so this is a special episode for me. Got my little Shannon Sharp notes, as always. The person allowing us to stop by the show today is a multi-album selling and recording artist. He's been featured on songs with Miliano Bagrunner, 94 Jew, and Partisan Fontaine, just to name a few. He's homegrown, right here in Newburgh, New York, my hometown, and also he is the authentic, never afraid to speak his mind PSA announcer on his Instagram, which you have to check out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, treasure to some, the self-proclaimed Black Tony Hawk himself, Sk8Board T.
Who the fuck is Sk8Board T? The kid who used to do the kickflips, now he playing in the streets. Or the dude who be on LNC, you know he make the beats. Man, I still be doing all of this, my nigga, this is me. This is fact.
How y'all doing
What's
today?
going on, man?
What's up with you,
Doing
baby?
all right?
What's up, man? I ain't think I was gonna get an intro like that. Nah, that's what I'm talking about.
I had to because obviously we always show each other love, man.
Every time.
And it's because one thing above everything else, I am a fan. I am a fanboy of your music, man. We're going to start there first.
Okay.
Because to me, it's like he produces his own beats, makes the instrumental, makes the beat, then goes on there and kills the beat with his raps. How does the combination come about? Because those Kanye's, those Timberlands, those Diz You Violators, those are like every once in a while, and you're in that category. So speak to us about the journey of even like getting into that. Which side started first? Producing or rapping?
The side started first, actually. So I went to the studio with one of my OGs, my boy Extra.
Okay.
And while we was in the studio, more or less, like, he was getting on one of those Meek Mill type beats or whatever. I think it was the Trauma beat.
Okay.
Right? So as he rapping to it or whatever, I'm in the studio on the couch, we rolling up, whatever, and I'm trying to write down like 4 bars. That's like the farthest I got. He done freestyle the whole song. So when he came out, he joking, not knowing though, but he like, yo, Trash, I hope you not trying to write no bars or nothing like that, whoop-de-woo.
Yeah.
Whole time, I'm over there trying to write some bars.
See, I got something for him.
So once it came about to where he figured that out, he said, yo, Trash, man, there's too many rappers in the group. Like, find something else to do.
Yeah.
So when he said it, for most people, it been tight. Niggas been like, oh, you trying to play me, whoop-de-woo.
Yeah.
I looked at it and was like, he not wrong. Not for nothing. Like, everybody rap. So what's the next alternative to that? Like,
Definitely.
Everybody need beats to rap on. So I asked him if he knew anybody. He ran me a few names. I got up with my boy Jovi, my boy Swag.
Okay.
And basically he ran down like how to use Fruity Loops.
Okay.
Right? Put it on a flash drive for me, right? And said, run with that and just work.
What is Fruity Loops for the individual consumer and audience? Because they might not know what you're talking about. What is Fruity Loops?
That is a digital audio workspace. So it's like a DAW. Basically, it's something you can like download to your computer. You gotta pay for it, or if somebody got you, they got you. But
utilize your resources, folks.
Please do. If there's a friend out there that's gonna help you, please let them help you. Don't be that guy. All right, we don't do this by ourselves.
Facts.
But basically, it's a place where it's like, instead of you having to play the drums in real life, instead of you having to own a piano and own a sub bass and all of that, you can have all of that right there in front of your screen.
Okay.
You feel me? Right there on your computer, more or less. Like, you
That's
can just
what's
get
up.
right to
Virtual, every instrument that I need right there to lay it down.
But it's people playing these instruments, though.
Okay.
They just putting them into the virtual world so we could get to them.
Okay, so I'm picking up what you're putting down. So basically, I could say, hey, I need a Travis Barker drum, and then you can go select Travis Barker
like
and
you
get his
could go,
drums and play
like
it on
you
there.
could go find you, like, it's people out there that there's like, this is what the fascinating part about making beats is. It's like, it's so much revenue and money to making beats outside of just making beats.
Yeah.
Because even the people that make beats, we still consumers.
Of
We
course.
need drum kits. We need different sounds all the time. So if there's somebody out there that's wanting to make those sounds, yo, listen, go to this website. He making these sounds. He might charge this. He might charge that. He might do it for free.
Okay.
Whatever the case is, get it done.
All right. And then, so how long was your journey from when he said, hey, find something else, to when you were like, actually, I sold my first beat? How long was that journey?
It took him. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. So you just had the first person to ever buy a beat off me, like ever. Slinky.
Okay. My brother, my boy.
Feel me? It's my cousin. So I had 1 year, I just was making beats.
Yeah.
And the only people that would get on my beats or even pay them any mind was my little brothers.
Okay.
So all the little bros would get on the beats, whatever. We going crazy. We don't put the studio in the crib somehow. We try and engineer. I'm terrible at it, but we getting it done. You feel me?
Gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out along the way.
So after that, my boy Gus, he started getting people around the hood to know about me. So we started working on a project, the Sk8Board T Volume 1, or Sk8Board T on the Beat Volume 1.
Okay.
He basically just found a bunch of artists. I just made a bunch of beats for him, and we ran from there. So, how do I elaborate this? Like, I just went crazy with making beats. Like, that's the best way I
You
could put it.
basically said, I'll produce as many as possible, and then one of these are bound to hit.
You feel me?
Which one was the one that hit them?
I made a beat called Meek.
Okay.
So I put it on BeatStars, whatever the case was. I'm trying to get it lit. I had paid for the unlimited drops, so I could just drop whenever.
Yep.
I gave it about 2 days after I dropped it. I got a PayPal for 50 cash. I looked, and I had seen it said Slinky on it and all that. I was like, oh, nah. So I had hit bro, and I was like, yo, appreciate you, cuz, man. That's love.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, this one of them ones. Like, keep doing your thing, man, and don't look back. So that's exactly what I've been on, like, ever since.
Big shout out to Slinky for believing in and seeing something in you. Do you know if you ever ended up lacing a track on that beat?
Not sure, but it's the principle of love. You support. You like my beat enough to want to buy it, regardless if you want to rap on it or not. Like, that's gangster to me. Like,
how much confidence did that give you? Because at that point, you're probably, like you're saying, just trying to figure it out and get it off the ground.
Now it's time to pay these bills.
This episode is brought to you by Legendary Apparel by Sk8Board the Creator. Don't let the fly name or my fly fit fool you. Legendary Apparel is a one-stop shop for all streetwear and essentials. Outside of the items that I'm wearing, he also offers bags, sweatsuits, shoes, canvases. You name it, he has it. Also, you're in for a treat. If you use the promo code COCP, which stands for Conversations Over Chess Podcast, you'll get free shipping. I repeat, free shipping. Also, be sure to visit his website. Link in the description or up on the screen. Be sure to give him a follow at _Creator, KREATOR. Forget staying thirsty, my friends. Stay legendary. Legendary Apparel, the presenting sponsor of Conversations Over Chess. Peace.
Now back to the podcast.
Shot me through the roof.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, if I could get somebody, and Slinky is not really like a rapper, so to say, right? So if I can get somebody that's not a rapper to go out their way to buy one of my beats or like one of my beats, you feel me? I should probably keep going.
Okay,
that's how I looked at that.
So it's an each one teach one platform, so I want somebody to take something away from my guests and not only just myself. How much money did you invest? Because I want them to understand that, hey, this engineering system, this ain't cheap. This soundboard, this mixer, it's not cheap.
Man.
So just give a range, because I don't want nobody counting your pockets, but give a range.
I don't mind that. Listen, I'm going to keep it 100 grand with people.
That's what I like to hear.
All right, just like sound like Fruity Loops alone, right? I run you like $200-300
a monthly.
Nah, like that's a one-time thing with that one.
Okay,
like, that's it, right? Plugins, will run you anywhere from like, if you catch them on a deal, you could get one for like buy 3 get 2 free or something like that.
And how much is that one?
You probably got to end up spending like 100 cash at least, bare minimum. You feel me? And I got every plugin like, but it's stuff out there like Omnisphere that costs like $500-600. But it got thousands and thousands on sounds, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then like Pro Tools, right? Like when I want to record myself and stuff like that. Like Pro Tools cost $600 a year. I don't go to school. I'm a student, like, you feel me? So like, and then like the plugins for Pro Tools be costing like $150. So now it add up if you want to do that.
I was going to say, just taking the high end of all of that, we already had $1,000 for the month.
Yeah, and then that's not even included. Like, I still got to get the laptop. I got to get the monitors. The monitors be like $250-400, right?
Yeah.
For like a decent pair, like a pair that you could rock out with, for real. Like, we're not talking like the studio monitors, because if we go into like a real studio, you spend about $1,000, like $700 to $1,000 on some monitors. And then you got interfaces, like, interface anywhere from 100 cash to about $1,000-2,000, because that's one of the most important parts of the whole scenario. And then like, if you want to soundproof your studio out, that costs money. That's another you get about 48 soundproof panels for like $20, $30, that's not covering a whole wall.
At all.
So you see what I'm saying? It add up. Like,
so one thing I want the audience to take away is that you have to invest in yourself. If you want to be in this game, producer, rapper, he's telling you the game right here. Now, what are some things that they can do to save some money on that? Is there any type of like, B&H is like prime example for when I wanted my cameras, I can go to B&H. They might still have that $6,000 camera, but they might show me a used one for $3,000.
Okay.
So is there any type of way that they can go anywhere to get themselves started on a cheaper dime?
Everybody pay Sweetwater. It's a website called Sweetwater, right? And they is not sponsoring this. This is how much I like y'all. You feel me? So
you should sponsor Conversations Over Chess.
You should though. Like y'all heard this first. But basically, what they do is they'll have things on the market. Like they'll have like whatever you're looking for, from instruments to DAWs to plugins to all what you got, and they'll throw deals in with them.
Okay.
Some of them might be discounted, you feel me? They might throw a little sale on stuff because it's on their website. So now, because they don't got to deal with Image Line, they can sell Fruity Loops now on their own accord and throw it in the package with something else. So this way, you're not just getting beat in your head for the overall cost.
Yeah.
Now it's like, at least if I spend this, I'm getting 3 other things free now, you feel me?
That's for sure.
If I go get Pro Tools, you feel me, I could go get the plugins that come with it, the whole 9, and I don't got to kick out for those.
So it seems like it's a suite. So if I buy this one thing, I get everything else with it.
Yeah, it's like having coupons.
Okay, even better.
Like, that's the best way I can put it. It's like when you go to the store and you got a coupon, and they tell you, like, all right, listen, if you buy this, we'll give you 2 of this, but you got to have this. That's basically how Sweetwater, like, if you rock with us, if you fuck with us, we gonna give you this, but if you go to the regular man,
you gonna pay more.
We gonna pay more. You feel me? Like,
makes sense.
That's like getting Dickies at the Dickies store, but you go to Walmart and get some Dickies, and the Dickies is motherfucking $40 instead of $80, $100. Like, come on, let's be real.
Makes sense. Before we pivot to my next question, what is your favorite beat that you had made the most money on, and how do you go about setting the prices for the beats?
Like
if I wanted to come up to you right now, today's time was May, right, of 2024. How much would it run me?
Like 50 cash.
Okay.
Yeah, $50 for a beat. Anything after that, we'll probably negotiate and work out.
Yeah.
And then if I really like your sound, I'm gonna really work with you type shit, because I want to see you win. But overall, it really be on your budget.
Okay.
I never wanted to be one of those people that beat people in the head or feel like people can't come to me because they ain't got necessarily the bag. Like, you feel me? Like, some people might got their last $20 and want to fuck with me.
Makes sense.
So why can't I fuck with them? All right, you gonna spend $20 for me, I'm gonna just give you another beat.
Makes sense.
On top of that.
I'm all about making the sale too, so I like the whole collaboration where it's like, yo, you short 5, just give me the $45.
I got you, bro. I ain't gonna haunt you for that one. I ain't Walmart yet. Even though I do want to be treated like Walmart, but I ain't Walmart yet.
And I think that it comes with the mentality is that, yes, we are willing to help with you, but I can also speak for him in regards of don't come about it on some like, I only got 10. I think you're playing with my time at that point. Come as if, hey, look, I want to give you all of this and I'm trying, but I can settle if you don't. But don't just come on some because I know you, I got a kind heart. Don't play with my boy like that.
Nah, it ain't that. I promise it ain't that.
It's not. The next question I have for you is that what would you say is the distinction between Treasure and Sk8Board T, the alter egos between the two?
All right, so Treasure is like, he's the kid that like went to school, you feel me? He's the kid that's very like outspoken. He's very nice, polite, gentleman. He's really more of the more of like the preppy kid. Like he wanna rock his Vans and he wanna wear his knee-high shorts and he wanna just be doing random stuff. Like we might go play motherfucking tennis, like but that shit Treasure like to do. You feel me? Like we might go read a book, we might go take a walk, you feel me? But Sk8Board T, all right, he is a whole rapper, man. Like, I'm talking like everything he's saying in them songs, like, that's his whole persona. Like, he outside, like, he in the mix of people, highly respected. Sk8Board T is the hard worker, for real. Yeah. It ain't Treasure. Treasure is, if it was up to Treasure, Treasure would be broke. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, Treasure don't need a bunch to make Treasure happy. Like, Treasure don't need thousands of dollars. Treasure don't need drip. Treasure don't need chains. Treasure don't need a lot. All Treasure need is to wake up, go skateboarding, and eat some french fries. We'll be just fine. Like, but Sk8Board T is more like the hungry man. Like, that's the best way I could put him. Like, he gonna get it done.
Okay. At what point was there a division between the two? Because myself, I go by Elijah to the world. people back at the crib that know me from 0 to 25 know me as Bari.
Yeah.
So where was the separation between the two, and why was there a separation between the two?
Now it's time to pay these bills.
Think global, act local. The Wrld Izyorz offers the coolest men's fashion and accessories at 104 William Street in Newburgh, New York, my hometown. It's also available at thewrldizyorz.com. That is WRLDIZYORZ.com. Be sure to use the discount code COCP, which stands for Conversations Over Chess Podcast, to get 10% off. I repeat, 10% off all of your purchases. Again, Wrld Izyorz, WRLDIZYORZ.com. 10% discount code on the screen. Get you some.
Now back to the podcast.
All right, so like when I be outside, right? As I start growing up and making decisions in life and being outside with people and stuff like that, I start learning more and more that I got like trust issues to a degree.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, it's Newburgh, it's a small spot. A lot of people still don't know me. So before I give somebody the room to know me off the rip, you can know me by this.
Yeah.
So everybody my whole life always called me like God bless the dad, my son Hots, like him, my boy Jeter, a bunch of dudes. They'll just pull up on me and be like, yo, Tony Hawk,
Yeah.
yo, Sk8Board T, yo, what's up, yo, and it was between the two to pick. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just be Sk8Board T.
Yeah, because
and
there's
my
already a
alter
Tony
ego
Hawk, yeah.
gonna be Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
But reality, all of them are treasures still at the end. So it worked out.
All right, that makes sense too, and I feel like we also sometimes need that alter ego because we need to hype ourselves up sometimes. And one thing that I have to realize is that, it's all on me. It's a man in the mirror. So whether that's Jabari or Elijah, I'm still all of him encompassing. And I'll never forget my ex Pauline. Shout out to her. She was like, because I introduced myself as Elijah as we started dating. She understood who I was, and my first name being Jabari. She's like, I'm gonna see that person, Jabari. You're still him. And she used to always say that to me. And I'm just like, yeah, but I want to be But she was right. I am all of those things all encompassing, and I had to realize that and own it. Like I had to walk in that truth.
Yo, it's crazy you say that because one night I got invited, my man Party, right?
Okay.
Fontaine, I call him Fontaine.
Yeah.
Party, I thought everybody called him Party. I ain't
Facts.
never been the same person as everybody.
Yeah.
So I was with my boy Fontaine. He had called me to come to one of his music videos, right? When he get there, he got 1,000 motherfuckers here. It's 1,000 bitches, 1,000 executives, all types. So I'm chopping it up with bro off the touchdown, me walking in and whatever, dap each other up, we saying how we doing, whatever.
Yeah.
Like 30 joints pull up on us. I swear to God. And I'm not on no type of like I'm trying to run down on them or nothing like that, but I'm just being nice, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know them from a can of paint. So when they introduced themselves to me, they asked us what our name is. I caught myself being like, yo, my name, I'm Sk8Board T. Whole time, bro next to me was like, my name is Jordan. I looked at bro like, cause it threw me off cause I wasn't ready to hear that. You feel me? He was like, nah, man, to the ladies and stuff like that, even if I'm not trying to run down, I ain't trying to be nobody I'm not with them, man. I'm trying to be Jordan. At the end of the day, I'm Jordan.
There you go.
And you're a treasure. Stop acting like that with them.
Yeah.
And it wasn't him trying to check me. It was just him giving me a different insight.
He gave
of
you
life.
game in that moment.
You feel me?
He
In
gave
that
you
moment,
game.
I was like, ever since that day, and that was years ago. Like,
Yeah.
ever since that, my name is Treasure. How you doing today?
And I feel like that's important because I feel like the reason why the podcast is doing so great is because I've been authentically myself at all times. I'm still the same, like I often jokingly say. I'm still the same dirty Newburgh nigga.
I swear to God, yo,
That
if
never
you
changed.
listen, hold on. You not from Newburgh, right? If you don't call yourself a dirty Newburgh nigga, right? I don't know too many of us that grew up clean, goddamn it. We grew up on South Street, Liberty Street, and fucking Broadway. Y'all better act like y'all got some motherfucking get right.
Listen, we used to wash our ass every other day.
We still shower and shit,
But no, legit, and I feel like that's great that he gave you that game because it is needed to be authentic selves at all times. And I feel like in today's world, we're trying to be so many other people, we forget who we are.
Yes, in fact, yo, like we live in a social media era, life where people are so accustomed to picking up their phones and seeing how the next motherfucker living their life, or how the next person is flashing their riches and stuff like that, and thinking that they just woke up rich.
Yeah.
And that this person didn't work to do what they did, or whatever the case is. And some people didn't, but some people did.
Yeah.
And instead of you being like, yo,
Let me figure
out how you're gonna try to impersonate the person or be the person and do it, and that's not cool.
It's not at all.
It's cool to be yourself.
It's not at all. I want to give a shout out to Wallow267 because he gave the blueprint of what it takes to be in this podcast game, and like everything else in life, the 1% of the 1%, they are no different between you and I.
Yeah.
They just went out and executed and put it in the work, and I'm giving a shout out to Wallow because he laid the blueprint, and I'm following that blueprint. I'm executing on that blueprint.
Fact, man.
So when people hear and see, like, yo, that nigga, he laid out the blueprint. A motherfucker that sat down for 20 years, came home and did X, Y, and Z, and then came back to his community in Philly to say, this how you do it. It's up to you to execute now. It's not up to me. I put in the work. Come on. He put in the work.
My boy be
That's
out
a lot
there
of 5 a.m.
Like, yo,
meditating in the rain and shit, nigga.
Like,
I'm like, yo.
bro, I don't think people understand like what it takes to come outside in the rain.
Yes.
Like most of y'all only go outside in the rain because y'all have to go to work, which is not bad. But to go outside in the rain when you want something, that's a different type of beast.
Exactly. And that's why, for me, the hunger is so high that it's like I'm willing to do all it takes and be authentically myself along the way.
And listen, man, we in the middle of the skate park.
Facts.
It's about 80, 85 degrees, and we getting it done, man. So listen, you ain't letting nothing stop yourself.
Literally nothing at all.
And that's what we going to give you your flowers because I'm somebody that watched the podcast from the jump. You feel me?
I appreciate that.
I watched you being from this spot to this spot to this spot to that spot to this city to that city to this state, that state. But everything is for your podcast and what you believe in. So that's gangster, bro, because I'm somebody that can relate to that. So I'm somebody that give people their flowers when I see them. And that's something I can give you your flowers on.
I appreciate that
gangster,
a lot,
bro.
man. I appreciate that a lot.
You on this chess table, make it far and wide, and y'all go keep going.
That's a fact, man. And it's a worldly game, so I'm about to take this international quick soon.
Yo, listen, if you can, I advise people that don't know how to play chess to learn how to play chess. It will help you out a lot in life.
Facts. Speaking about Party, you mentioned him. How did the feature with him come about? Party, come on the podcast.
That's my boy, man. I got a random phone call from bro.
Okay.
And he asked me what I was doing. I was in the crib. I probably was playing the game. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
And when he hit me, asked me what I was doing, I was like, I'm chilling in the crib with it. He said, yo, pop outside. We about to do something. All right.
Yeah.
So I come outside. Army green lamb truck sitting outside my damn house. I'm like, all right, this nigga really in the hood. What are you doing? But all right. So we in the car. And this is the best part of the story for me because it's hilarious, and I feel like nobody believes me when I say this. Yeah. But when I got in the car, he did not say what's up to me.
Oh, for real?
Just listen. He ain't say, you know how you see your gang or whatever. You dap him up like, yo, what's good, gang? Woody woo. Nah, he ain't dap me up. The nigga passed me his aux wire. All right. So he passed me his aux wire, and he said, yo, play some new shit. And then when you done playing your new shit, play my shit, because you know that's my shit. Right? So we driving. We going to get Dope Coley now, right? We going to get my boy Nino. And the missus driving, we passing, like, Target.
Okay.
Right? We're going into Windsor, though, but we're past Target. So we're taking the extra long way.
Okay.
You feel me? As we're passing it, I just played Back to the Basics. Right, like the original version before he got on it.
Okay.
Right? There was originally 2 verses on the song, right? As he listening to it, I'm watching him hit the gas harder. He started bopping all crazy, just doing nigga shit. Like you know when a nigga fuck with his song, like you know he got one. Like that's that one.
He's already got the verse written down.
Yeah, feel me?
He did the biggies. What you mean? I don't need a pin pad.
So boom, by the time the first verse ended and he heard the second hook, he like yo. Text your engineer and tell him put an open verse on that and run it back. And then after this, play my shit. Because he's still stuck on me playing his shit. Like, that's his biggest thing. So I'm like, all right, bet. I run it back. He going ballistic in the video. Like, he really, like, he wilding, like. So we end up getting Nino. We chopped it up a little bit more. We end up going to Billy Joe's, right?
Okay.
In the midst of us getting the Billy Joe's from Nino crib, I had this open verse. I sent it to Brown. He gave it some time. He got it free right before my birthday, I want to say. He called me again. He said, yo, I got something. Hold on, listen to this. You fucking with this? Put the phone in my ear. I'm like, hold on. He wilding. Like, I ain't even asked for the shout out. I got a shout out. Like, we wilding.
Facts.
So he got it all mixed and mastered for himself and then sent it back. And that was the track.
How much did it go? Did he, like when you have somebody who's on the other side, right, and they do something like that, it just makes everything go.
Now it's time to pay these bills.
This episode is brought to you by DJ DMC. For any parties, kickbacks, and weddings, DJ DMC has your back. You can find him on Instagram at dmcthedj, on Instagram at dmcthedj. Please be prepared to pay the cost as seen on my shirt. He also makes his clothing line, great premier brand, and be sure to reach out to his Instagram as well at Pay the Cost LLC on Instagram. That is Pay the Cost LLC on Instagram. Get you some.
Now back to the podcast.
A lot. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like people start taking me serious a little bit. Like,
And when did that come out?
December 16th, 2022, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
it sound about right. Yeah, 22. Yeah, people start taking me serious. Like, I feel like before, I've always been somebody that had to work extra hard to get people to take them serious. Like, even down to skateboarding, I always had to just work harder to get taken as, like, not a joke.
Yeah.
So, I feel like once bro did that and people seen, like, yo, you got a party verse? Like,
Yeah.
I don't got a party verse. Like, it's people that have been rapping their whole lives and don't got a party verse. You see what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
And I'm somebody that had just started rapping for a year and a half, and got one.
Yeah.
They don't even know what I was doing for real. We just talking shit in the mic. Like,
Yeah.
And that's how far it got me.
I was going to say, I'm sure you've already said it, but obviously I want to say thank you, Party, for not only giving back to the community of Newburgh, but also seeing something in you to the point where it's like, hey, this is not helping me much in any way, right, at his celebrity level, but it's going to help you more.
That's a
and I
fact.
feel like when people see that and do that, it helps out. Because, again, I'm sure from the slinky $50, whatever it was, to purchase the beat
swear to
to
God.
now Party, I know that psyche is like, yo, I can really
listen.
do it. People see it.
I swear to God, man. And it's like, bro, doing that, he don't even know how much, like, it really helps somebody think in their head, especially when you come from, like, a world I come in. Like,
Yeah.
he don't even know what I was going through at that time. You feel me? For real, for real. For him to understand, like, yo, you really, like, took me out of dark spot, for real. Like,
You saved me, and they'll never know that. And because
he
it's
always
like,
been a supporter,
Yeah.
too. That's the best part about it. Like, even when the bros was home and all that, like, we was doing music together. He had shared on his story. He had posted guys and all that, make sure everybody was getting seen. Like, he a good dude, man. So for him to do that and then get on the song, and even before that, he paid for one of my music videos before with Sage.
that's what's
Like,
up, man.
he got Sage to shoot Big Flex for me and made sure that happened. Like, mad shit, bro. The nigga a good nigga, man.
And that's the thing that, and we're gonna talk about it now. And that's the thing that I don't understand, because people, celebs, right, to the rest of the world, people, Jordan to us, like, they will do that. And then it will be their own community that will tear them down. And I'm just not speaking specifically to Party, but I'm talking about other people out there in the world. The Meek Mills, the Cores, the people out in, like, the Blue Bloods clan, like, niggas will do things for people in their community, but then they be like, oh, F that nigga, he don't get back. Nah, he just didn't get back to you.
And
that's okay.
That's okay. You know what I think that come back to that is like, motherfuckers feel entitled.
Yeah.
And entitlement is the worst feeling you can have on the planet Earth, because you are not entitled to anything. The only thing you are entitled to is to wake up, if you are allowed to, by the power above, and you have to die. You are entitled to die.
Yeah.
That is it. You are not entitled to nothing else.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So when you look at another grown man and you tell him, oh, because you made it, I'm entitled to your riches.
No. They don't understand what people have to go through. Literally.
That's literally what this all, from the start of it, what it come back to is, yo, like, I'm going to look at another man working hard and say, yo, like, he really did that. Like, yeah, I'm not going to look at the man working hard and think I'm entitled to his riches or feel like I got to be him, or Party is his own man the same way Sk8Board T Treasure is his own man. Like, he got the way, what worked for him might not work for me, and that's okay. What he do might not work. So why do I think for 2 seconds I'm entitled to what he got when I don't even know if it worked for me?
Exactly. And I'm going to go on a quick rant, and I look into the camera. People don't understand that I'm up till 3 a.m. editing videos. People don't understand that I'm on the road 7 days out of 7 weeks, and I'm grinding.
Real shit.
So don't ever think that you're entitled to, hey, yo, give me No. Like I tell my family and I'll tell the world right now, you better go cut some grass, shovel some snow, rake some leaves, and then come to me and be like, yo, look, I'm just short $3. I got you. But if you think that you're entitled for me working and busting my ass, you got another thing coming for you. Rant over.
And that's I'm gonna chime in on that, because a lot of people come up to me and they be like, yo, Skate, let's do a song, let's collab, let's do this, let's do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't be wanting to work with people for real. And you know why?
Why is that?
Because motherfuckers don't want to work. Prime example being, right? When I'm not at this skate park, right?
Yeah.
Or I'm not doing what I got to do for a couple dollars or whatever the case may be, I'm in the studio. I bust my ass in that studio. Like, if you know I'm in that studio.
Yeah.
And I'm somebody that took it so far as to put the studio in my home so I don't gotta leave the studio.
Yeah.
You feel me? I be seeing people say, let's do a song and only got one song out, but you've been rapping for 5 years. I've been rapping for 4 years. I got about 50 songs out.
Yeah.
How you telling me you a rapper? We can't work together. Your work ethic not the same. You don't even drop consistently enough. How you calling yourself a rapper? And you don't even gotta have the music videos and all that. I'm not one to be a stickler on that because I understand what those go through. I'm somebody that has a team of people with him that shoot his videos.
Yep.
And the editing part is what be the longest of it all.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Tell me about it. I edit all my stuff.
You feel me? So if we had somebody to edit, like, stuff like that would be but
we might need to talk offline. I need a job.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, like, people don't even be wanting to drop their music. Like, you can tell somebody who been rapping their whole life, like, yo, like, where y'all can find your music at. Dudes don't even know. You can go get a distro kit, a TuneCore, United Masters, and just drop the music, and they gonna put it on all the platforms for you.
Exactly.
You ain't even try to go that route, but you want to do a song with me.
Make it make sense.
I'm good.
Make it make sense.
I'm good.
I want to pivot to more of a serious topic.
Let's talk about it.
You mentioned across the episode your guys,
Yeah.
the crew. You mentioned across the episode the city of Newburgh. And one thing that you and I have in common at this point in time in our lives is that we both do not have our fathers.
Yes.
And from my understanding while preparing for an interview that your father was actually gunned down and murdered in the city of Poughkeepsie.
Nah, Newburgh.
It was in Newburgh.
Yeah,
Excuse me, in the city of Newburgh.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when he passed away?
6.
So from the age of 6 years old to now, you've been without your dad. From the age of 13 to 28, I've been without my mom.
Yeah.
How has losing your father, because moms is needed. Listen,
Listen,
I love all you moms out there. I love all you ladies.
Listen.
But a father in a son's life is needed. How did that affect you?
It took a big turn on me personally. I always was a happy kid growing up.
Yeah.
So when that happened, it was kind of hard to be happy. And it's like, in my world, it's like, I know what happened. Like, I was up for it the whole nine. You feel me?
What happened, if you don't mind?
Nah,
it's only if you're comfortable speaking about it.
It's been 20 years, man. I done learned to accept things, and it's certain stuff you can't take back in this world. You feel me? But my pops was at the crib, and somebody basically, moral of the story, had pulled up shooting.
Yeah.
When he's shooting, my pops with all his friends and shit like that. He not aiming for his mans and shit like that. They end up running off and shit like that.
Yeah.
And my pops was trying to go in the crib to get his situation. You feel me? And the way this shit was set up was like you had to go up the stairs and bust a little turn right there to get into the door. So son kicked in the door or whatever, and he shot. When he shot, he hit my pops in his armpit, but he had a hollow.
Okay.
So it ripped right through him, and he internally bled to death, unfortunately.
Damn, man. So with you saying that it turned, what did you turn to? Because across my journey, I realized that black men unsupervised might turn to what they see or what they're in proximity of.
Absolutely.
And you and I know, and I want the audience to know, that what you are in proximity of is gun violence, selling drugs, gang banging, everything else that's in between that you can think of, that you see in the movies, kids,
I swear to
you are
God.
in proximity of. So what did you turn to?
I turned to my skateboard.
Okay.
Like, that's literally what, if anybody asks me why I'm so nice at skateboard, because I got a lot of pain I deal with.
Yeah.
So when I was going through it, they used to try to put me in like guidance counseling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As a kid, I didn't want to talk to them for real. The most we could do is play a board game and not speak about too much.
Was it chess?
Nah, we used to play like the kid ones, like Candyland and Chutes and Ladders and shit like that.
Yeah, okay.
So I got to like 7th grade, I want to say. Not even, like, I got to 5th grade. I'm bugging. I got to 5th grade, 6th grade, and I got a message or whatever, or a video from my grandma. God bless the dead. And in the video, she's showing my cousin on a skateboard. And he like, oh, Treasure, look at Yanni. He doing this, and that, woo.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I could do that. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I go down south. I'm using his skateboard. Long story, I think I ended up stealing one. I ain't even gonna sit here and tell you a lie, bro.
Apologize, cousin.
I don't care. Listen. We was in the neighborhood. We seen one. It was up. It's me. That's it. That's all.
So this isn't an admit of a guilt.
Yeah, like this was started the journey. And then after that, I skated a little bit longer, and I went to this park down there called Veterans Park.
Okay.
And there was
down where?
In Virginia.
Virginia. Okay.
And there was this one OG dude down there. He was skating crazy, doing the big ass half pipes and shit. I'm about this tall, talking about some like what I think I'm finna do.
You think this is big for you right here?
Nah, this I used to think, yo, bro, this ain't nothing, bro. I'm flying through this now.
Yeah.
So when I'm watching him, he like, yo, you really interested in this and want to learn? Cause my board all banged up, right?
Yeah.
So, long story short, he ended up giving me a skateboard.
Okay.
So after he gave me the skateboard, I'm still skateboarding. I'm thinking it's gonna be something I do while I'm down there.
Definitely.
So I come back to New York, and my god brother Adrian, he's skateboarding now out of nowhere.
Okay.
Him and my son Shaq. So I'm like, hold on, like, it's not just a down there thing. So now he getting me more in tune with it, and then he ends up giving me a board. And from there, it was like...
Just took off.
Just took off and never looked back. Like,
okay. So that grief that you had received from the loss of your father, you then turned it into something positive, and then now you're officially the Black Tony Hawk.
Yeah, basic point blank period. Like
point blank period. Outside of losing your father, as I understand it, some of your friends and even your brothers are locked up and incarcerated right now.
Yeah.
Losing individuals to the street life, whether it be death, whether it be to jail, what is it like showing you? What are you learning? Like, what is it? How are you feeling about all of this? Because now you're walking in this world as a free man after doing X, Y, and Z out here in these streets, and it's just like, dang, like, what runs through your mind?
Now it's time to pay these bills.
This episode is brought to you by Toes clothing brand, the hottest streetwear from the DC area, based on the principle of community, perseverance, and integrity. From the community, for the community. Stand for something, or you fall for anything. Shop online at 110toes.com. That is the number 1 TENTOES.com. And follow on Instagram at 110Toes LLC. That is the number 1 TENTOES LLC. We are 10 Toes. Get you some.
Now back to the podcast.
Basically, what run through my mind is like, keep aware of your surroundings. And who you gonna put your trust in, and who you gonna believe in, and who you gonna keep around you. Because you could treat somebody like family. You could give somebody your best intentions.
Yeah.
Open your arms to them, and they can still turn their back on you. Okay. The same way how a family member could do everything for you, and if you didn't ask for it, you can tell them you ain't asked.
Okay.
It's like a slap in the face in the end.
Yeah.
That's how that kind of felt like.
Yeah.
So I learned to do that, and also like, stop being so aggressive. Like, nobody likes a bully, and I never been a bully, so I never had to worry about that. But nobody likes the aggressor in most situations. Like, let people bother you.
Definitely.
Like, people don't like to hear that, but let people bother you.
Yeah.
Because when you start bothering people, you will always be wrong.
Definitely.
So that's how I go about this now.
One thing I wanted to talk about too as well is that because we grew up in the same city of Newburgh, New York, and just to lay out the audience just a visual of it, it's literally 1 mile, what seems like, that runs across my entire city. But at one point in time, it was ranked to be one of the top 10 most dangerous cities in the world, according to the FBI polls. And there's raids, there's this, there's that, but it's just like, why do you think there's a dark cloud over Newburgh? Because it's always, since my point of view, who's been the athlete and never really in the mix of too much stuff, it's always been crosstown beef for historically, which I don't know how to, I might need to do a film on that, but I don't know where that dates back to. And then there's also, once you do the crosstown, exactly, once you do the crosstowns, then there's beefs within that side of town. So like, why do you think there's a dark cloud over our city of Newburgh, New York?
Not enough money in Newburgh.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna ask you a real question, right?
What's up?
You ever seen a rich man not happy?
Not really, no.
Like, he might got problems he got to deal with, but outside of his problems that everybody on the planet Earth got to deal with, right? Do he sound miserable with his 24 hours?
Never.
Do he have a problem taking care of his family?
Not at all.
Do he got to worry about if he got to pay for this person, and this person?
Not at all. Not once.
That's not. None of those are his concerns.
Yeah.
Do he got a problem with paying his rent and how he gonna get it done?
That's probably paid a year in advance.
And now you understand why everybody in Newburgh is frustrated. But there's the problem though, right?
Ooh, that's a bar.
Here's the problem now, right? Is how I just said the rich man, he has no problems, right?
Yeah.
There's somebody in Newburgh, middle class, that still doesn't have these problems, right? But he hang around people that do. And he probably didn't put them on or give them a different insight to life or show them a different way other than what they doing. So now they stuck in this little rat trap.
Yeah.
Right? So now they mad at the world because they can't get out this rat trap.
See, now
so
we
now
talking.
you think because you stuck in this rat trap and there's somebody there that's trying to help you or he didn't help you or because another man, you think you're entitled to another man actually having to help you. You want to go robbing everybody and doing this cycle of nonsense and now we stuck in the rat trap and now we beefing.
Yep.
How we getting out?
That's so true. And you know what's so funny is that full transparency, I would say that I'm in the middle class now, but the only difference is I intentionally come back to here because I have, I'm not going to say I have a dream, but I have a thought that I don't need to go to California, which I will and have been before. Like, I've been to 40 out of 50 states. I don't need to go anywhere else to get what I need. I need a sound mixer for my movie coming up. There's somebody in Newburgh that can do that. I need somebody that can do a thumbnail that's fire. I can find somebody in Newburgh. And what I realize is that you might not be the level of Hollywood, but you can get to that point if given the opportunity. So that is what I'm all about, is about being, although I'm in the middle class, trying to be that gazillionaire, right?
Yeah.
I intentionally come back, but I also have the wherewithal to say, hey, Nipsey got gunned down in his hood, so be selective of who you around.
That too. And another thing is too, it's not a lot of opportunity in Newburgh. But on top of it not being a lot of opportunity, it's not a lot of support.
Yes.
And I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this, right? Cause y'all go buy Hellstar, y'all go buy Rick Owens, y'all go buy Mason Margiela, y'all go to the Louis store, the Gucci store, y'all even go to H&M after they called us gorillas, right? Or the coolest monkeys in the fort, whatever the fuck, right? But a nigga be in the hood making clothes right in front of y'all, right? And y'all ain't buy none of his clothes. Everything I got on right now from somebody in the hood.
Facts. Shout out to the sponsor of this video.
You know what I mean? like my godbrother made Nuwanda. Like my man
Legendary apparel.
bag you feel what I'm saying? Like, all right, my shoes and socks is what it is. Wear what the fuck you want there. But
Facts.
it's the fact that you gotta try to support people, man. Like, there's no support system in Newburgh. Motherfuckers is so selective with who they gonna support, but y'all go support that motherfucker that's already lit.
Yeah.
And then be mad when nobody in the town make it.
Of course. And it's so funny because the best support that I was ever given in life across my journey is from people that don't know me, from a hole in the wall. And it's across everybody's story. I'm sure the same with you.
I swear to God.
It's the white man that's from West Bubblefuck, South Dakota that says, yo, keep going because I love this and I'm going to watch every last one of these things and they're going to like, comment, they're going to subscribe, they're going to retweet, retwatch, and every fucking thing in between. But the people that I just brushed up and adapt 100 motherfuckers up at the Canty Jones tournament, you don't even follow me when I'm trying to guerrilla market?
I swear
what the
to
fuck
God,
going on
like,
out
you
here?
see what I'm saying? Like the math not math and like
At all.
Like,
but I won't give up on them. I won't.
I can't. Because it's like, I love y'all still. At the end of the day, we
You
all
dirty Newburgh
long as you
niggas.
from New, I swear to you, bro.
I love you all.
I love y'all, man. But it's like, come on, man. We better than this. Like, we don't gotta go out like this, man. Like, we could really be somebody. We one of them one. Like, I'm gonna say this too in the camera. Like, we one of them towns. Like, I don't know too many bad motherfuckers at most of the shit we do. From basketball to football to rapping to singing to getting dressed to whatever the fuck niggas want to do. Niggas not better than Newburgh niggas, bro. So why the fuck we can't come together instead of motherfucking being separated over there, and over there? Now, I know for a fact 2 brains is better than 1, 4 brains is better than 2, and 8 brains is better than 4. So I know 2 fan bases is better than 1, 4 is better than 2, and 8 is better than motherfucking 4. What the fuck are we doing?
Facts. It's just that simple. Mic drop, nigga.
Like, I swear to God, bro, it kill me, bro. Like,
It does.
I'm so supportive of people. Like, every time I see somebody in my city doing something, I gotta share it. I
Yes.
gotta comment on it. I gotta post it. I gotta let them know I saw it.
Facts.
But niggas gotta want that back in return, or like,
Yeah,
I
but-
can only be like, I know, like, it's like the littering tundra, like,
Yeah.
everybody litter, but just because I stop don't mean the world. But if one person start to stop, it'll start a reaction.
And that's all that this is for me, is that I'm being the change. I'm going to run out here, and again, I'm not going to say I have a dream, but I know And I have the thought that if I run out here and show a mother lover and jump to the other side to be bigger than the party, to be bigger than whoever that came out of the Newburgh, that's going to be like, yo, that nigga Bari made it?
Yes.
That nigga Elijah made it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I really, like, I swear to God, that's what all this is about. As soon as I jump to the other side, I'm like, I'm done. Because I just wanted to show you, Newburgh, that it's possible if you put in the work.
Like, if you really
put in the work.
If you really sit your mind to it and you want to do something, you going to get it done. Like, I ain't never put my energy into something and didn't get nothing out of it.
What you put in is what you get out. Shout out to Coach Brother and Design Lines for teaching me that.
And stop letting people dictate what you are allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. We sitting at a skate park. You feel me? Me and all my little friends and my brother Wyatt. Like, really me and my brother Wyatt and friends. Me, Wyatt, and friends got this skate park here, right?
Should have been named that.
Yeah, I swear to God it should have been named that. But
don't trademark it.
But what I'm saying to that is, you know how many times we was told we wasn't going to get it? You know what I mean? People, I know, like, I will go pull these receipts up right now. How many of you motherfuckers made a Facebook status and said, and I don't even be on Facebook, but like that, but I remember it's in my head. Yeah. How many motherfuckers say, yo, they just took y'all money for the cameras. Y'all ain't never getting a skate park. Oh, wasn't y'all supposed to get a skate park? Y'all ain't never going to get a skate park. All I heard from motherfuckers, man. So don't let motherfuckers dictate your dreams and what you going to do. Because if you put your mind to it and you put the footwork into it, you finna get it done. I don't care who you are, what you stand for, what you believe in, and what your status in life is.
Definitely.
Now it's time to pay these bills.
This episode is brought to you by Heart and Soul Training. They're the premier sports and basketball training in DMV while also offering training sessions in Delaware and New Jersey. Training athletes of all ages from young kids to even pro athletes. Some pro athletes by the name of Jordan Allen, a.k.a. J.A. to you all, who just hit 13 threes down in Mexico. Also, they trained Martez Robinson, the personnel at Delaware State University, down to a MEAC conference finals. Heart and Soul Training, what are you waiting for? Go check them out. Details in the description or on the screen.
Now back to the podcast.
Pivoting a little bit, as a fan, I have a fanboy question. Who does your drop? Sk8Board T on the track. That's the same thing as a Maniac music. Like, who does your drop, bro?
It's my son Larry G. I met him. All right, so it's my little era at the Mount when I was turning up partying. When I was going to the Mount, I had just started like making beats for real.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the Mount women out there. We love you, ladies. Mount St. Mary's College women. Yeah, shout out to you.
Y'all see this, sponsor this. But nah, so I'm in the room, we all chilling and shit. But my son Larry G, he rap.
Yeah.
His name is Six on all platforms. Go bump, bro. So he was like rapping, whatever. He told me he rap and all this and that. We talking, chopping it up. I'm in his room making beats though, and I just hear it in his voice. Like, he just has like one of the whitest voices ever. Like, like just super white, and he's a Jew. So that's amazing. Like, no offense to Jews, cause I love y'all. You feel me? Larry is like, he's the reason I learned to love them for real.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, bro, like, you wanna do my producer tag?
Yeah.
Like, you wanna do that for me, bro? I just need you to say Sk8Board T on the beat and your whitest voice possible.
Yeah.
You feel me? Bro was like, all right, bet. He sent it over to me. I threw my little ones and twos on the thing, and I knew what I was doing. The whole time I didn't, but it sounded cool.
Yeah.
And I ain't looked back since. And now it's to the point where people with dad come up to me, Sk8Board T on the beat. Like, oh, shit. Like, yeah. That's that motherfucker. You my motherfucking nigga.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. I like the drop a lot. It's unique. Obviously, it plays on to who you are, what you stand for, the things that you do. And just to have a rap name called Sk8Board T, man, it's an instant conversation starter, what you need, obviously, in this world of what we do.
Can't be boring.
So that's what's up, man. So many places to pivot from there. What is your favorite chess piece and why?
The King.
Why?
Because he don't gotta do too much. He called the game.
Okay.
So if he don't call his shots the right way, he done off. So you could tell if your king is sturdy or not by how this motherfucker is moving these pieces. How much do you care about that king?
That's a
fact. How
fact.
important is that king to you, and how do you view that king? Because me, I view myself as a king. So the people around me got to be willing to get everything done. I can't do it all myself the same way a basketball team is.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's not just LeBron James there. He got Anthony Davis, Austin, Roy, Jaden also, you feel me?
So must be a Laker fan.
Die hard, man, since the Jit, man.
That's a fact. With the motto of conversations over chess being every loss is a lesson, what is one loss that you have taken and learned a lesson from?
Ooh. What loss have I taken and learned a lesson from?
Yeah.
The best one is sacrificing. I feel like every day I gotta sacrifice something.
Okay.
And every day I take a loss because I'm sacrificing something. Just like how you said, I got family members that's locked up. That make my life a little harder, so to say.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm not gonna let them struggle.
Yeah.
And my cousin taught me that to be a man, you have to learn how to sacrifice. So I've learned to tell myself to sacrifice more. So something that I would have went and did, like, let's say I would have spent this $50 on me getting right for the day, all my little habits and shit like that.
Yeah.
I gotta take a loss on my habits today because the bros need this $50 so they can eat some. So now it's either like, how am I gonna, or I might fuck the re-up up. You feel me? Or I might not be able to pay for this subscription this month because I gotta take care of them. So what am I gonna do to get that back?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do to make sure I could do that all the time and not be stressed out? You feel me? A package $136 a month or a week.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That add up. That's 4 times a week.
Yeah.
You feel me? 3-4 times a month. Or 3-4 times a month, I should say. So it's like that add up after a while. So I have to make sure that I learn how to sacrifice. That's the one thing I say I'm learning through all my losses is the learning of sacrificing.
And I think across the journey of this conversation, we've all seen from your own journeys that it has been a sacrifice in everything that you did. I had to sacrifice and learn how to make beats. I had to sacrifice and put my pride aside when he said I shouldn't be a rapper. And then that's what drove me to be a better beat maker. I had to sacrifice and become a better rapper. I had to sacrifice in any and everything that you did. Lost a father, lost a grandmother. A lot of people don't know that this is a 3 times in the making. First time I hit you up, we busy, cross paths. Second time you wanted to come, grandmother passed.
Bro.
Like it's been a couple times in the making, but this is what we're talking about, audience. Perseverance. Keep it going and showing love to the people that you place that you come from. Because no matter what, I'm like, dang, all right, he stood me up, not a problem. All right, we couldn't make it because his grandmother passed. Look, like, no matter what, it was all love at the end of the day. And I was like, it's all right. Whether it's episode 18 or whether it's episode 100,
make my way up
you're going to make your way up here.
Yeah, but outside of sacrificing, though, the biggest loss I took, like, so far in life, I feel like, even with me losing my pops, is losing my grandma.
Yeah.
Like,
why's that?
Because my grandma, like, that's my dad mom's. You know what I'm saying? So I know what she went through as much as I went through. Like, if I lost a pop, she lost a son.
Yeah.
But she didn't want us to fill that void. Like, my grandma could have went and got married. My grandma wasn't no broke lady. Like, she knew how to get up and get to it. She just retired the whole 9, like, taking care of motherfuckers. So to see your role model, like, just not be here no more, that shit still be messing with me to this day, dog.
Yeah.
It's like, I usually get a text message from my grandma, a great good morning, the whole family, stuff like that. So that's something I'm learning to adjust to right now and be like, all right, like, I'm not.
Loss is never easy, especially when it's the person that you feel like is like the reason why you do a lot of things,
Yo, bro,
like in the manner that you do it.
She the reason I use my brain. Like, my grandma taught me it's cool to be smart.
Yeah.
That's why I've always been a smart kid growing up. Like, I'm not an aggressive person. Like, I'm not the toughest Tony. I just handle mine.
Yeah.
But I'd rather you know me as a smart individual than a tough Tony.
Exactly.
And that's because of her. Like, every day I see her, she'll ask me some smart question and I just answer it.
Yeah, she's like, Snapple facts.
Yeah,
how many
like,
ducks is in the river, huh? What's going on?
Or what's the capital of Iowa?
Yeah.
Like, shit like that. Like, what's 30 times 4? Like,
Facts.
all that kind of stuff. Like, just make sure I was on top of my game and
Is
using
it
my
Cedar
brain.
Rapids? Is it Cedar Rapids? I think it's Cedar Rapids.
Well, Iowa?
Yeah.
Desmoines.
Desmond. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You feel me? Like, and it's been like that since I was a kid. Like, even stuff like that, like, I still know to this day because she had me on my P's and Q's and shit like that.
Before we get out of here, I have to give a shout out to Luke. He said that you guys were in a skateboard crew growing up. He always remembers you. He always had to show him his love.
My boy Luke, yo, listen, man. Luke was there, bro. Like, Luke and Jew. Like Luke and Jew was there. We was in the same basement, right? Going viral. My son Luke had the CCS board with the Royal trucks, man. I still remember this. Could never take it out Sam crib. He always want to leave it in Sam crib. Like, I don't get, but nah, Luke Luke was around,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Luke a good dude, man.
Luke's
I
been
like
my best friend since 2nd grade,
word,
man.
bro.
Best friend since
Since the day I met Luke, Luke was a genuine soul. Like
Still is, man.
still is. Like
Still is.
yo, bro. I see his hair got all long now. And
Yeah,
shit,
he's Puerto Rican, Dominican, Suave,
bro,
Rican,
you know how
Mother
that
Lover.
go.
Who
I
he
ain't
think he is, man? I don't know who he think he is.
That's my boy.
The last
man.
question that before I ask the last question, make sure you plug yourself in. Make sure they know where to find you at, music-wise, contact you, like plug yourself all the way in.
All platforms, Sk8Board space T, Sk8Board T on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud, whatever you see fit to listen to your music on. All social medias is Sk8BOARDT_. Social Facebook, Sk8Board T, whatever the fuck. I don't barely be on that shit, man.
Link will be down below.
Link will be below.
The last question we always ask on the podcast is we want you to look into the camera. You can either go wide or to your camera. And imagine that the entire world is watching. All of Newburgh. Everybody in Newburgh is watching. Everybody in China, Japan, all the way around the world. Everybody in the world is watching.
Okay.
What would be some advice to save them some heartache and pain in life? You can take your time if you need.
Oh no, I don't need no time for this. This is how I'm gonna say it. Get a hobby.
Simple and plain.
Like, no lie, and I'm gonna elaborate on this if you don't mind. Like, when you going through stuff, last thing you wanna be is told what to do, told how to go through it, and told what you need to feel and all of that. So before you feel that, go get you a hobby so you could put all that bad energy you feel from what you going through into it so you could be great at something.
Simple and plain. You heard it here first. Appreciate you, sir, for joining me for Conversations Over Chess. See you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Nothing ever comes to a sleeper but a dream. So I'm woke, try and get that money any means. Used to watch mom sweat them clothes to get them clean. Grew up in the slums, ain't shit that I ain't seen. And it's still free, all the guys till they free. Couple niggas crippin' and the others throwing bees. One thing for sure, they gon' all ride for me. Cause we ain't never phased no gang family. Damn, what a blessing, all them all nights had me stressing. Praying to the maker, hoping someone get this message.